Hi, hello, welcome. Yeah, if you have no idea why this video is being made, you are clearly living under a rock. I will be here to educate those who are living under a rock. Basically, I did a late Valentine's proposal to Carly, who's a sophomore, and basically this is going to be giving background info of how I know her, the actual moment, and then the aftermath of all of it. Background info: she's in my gym class during my sophomore year of high school. Play like volleyball and stuff with her sometimes. See her around, have a decent relationship with her. We don't really talk a whole lot. So her brothers are cool with my brother, and I'm also cool with her brothers because during the summer they came over to me and my brother's house a decent bit throughout the summer, so I would play, like basketball, football, board games with them. It was a good time, fun time for sure. And basically, I was going to do the actual proposal during Valentine's Day, but I got sick. If you can hear it in my voice, that's because this is the immediate day after of that. But anyways, though, I did it the day after. Was a whole thing. I did it in the middle of the fucking hallway, for God's sake, because me and her don't have a class with each other. So that's basically the only point that I could actually do the thing in. And so basically, I'm sitting in lunch, sixth period, outside of the cafeteria, because I'm helping out with the Italian class's fundraiser thing, like, oh, guess how many marshmallows are in this jar and you could win a prize. That sort of thing. Very spooky, I know. Anyways, though, we're doing that, and then there's two girls like standing a little bit away from it. And then one of them goes up to me and asks me, "Hey, are you busy?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then they're like, "Okay, when you're not busy, come and talk to us." I'm like, "Okay." Okay, simple enough. I joke around with one of my buddies that it's like, oh, dude, they caught me for tax evasion, man. Damn, dude, I'm going to jail, man. I can't go to jail. That sort of thing, just like goofing around. But yeah, no. You go up to the girls, and basically they're like, all right, listen. Carly felt very uncomfortable. She felt very surprised. She doesn't feel the same about you. Also, she has a boyfriend. And so basically, let me just go ahead and break down all of that stuff for you. She was uncomfortable. Makes sense. The entire hallway was looking at her, and the entire hallway, people with eyes, people with phones pointed at you. The whole entire atmosphere is around you. I get that. Understood. Makes a lot of sense. She was surprised. Makes sense. It wasn't supposed to be some like, oh, hey, like just ahead of time, I'm going to be surprising you. Yeah, I know. So it was a surprise, came out of nowhere, came out of fucking left field, like a fucking RKO or some shit, that sort of thing. She doesn't feel the same about me. All right, get that, we don't really talk a whole lot, haven't talked a whole lot. Makes sense, Also, she has a boyfriend. I didn't know that shit. Also, the boyfriend's pissed. Well, I mean, he should be. He should be fucking pissed. I mean, his girlfriend just got fucking Valentine's proposal to. I mean, I fully understand where the boyfriend is coming from in this situation. I fully understand why he's pissed. I fully understand and get why that whole thing is. I definitely do get that. And basically, that was the gist of what they were saying to me. I also had another one of her friends who's also a buddy of mine. Yeah, I'd say a buddy of mine, being like basically reverberating or regurgitating what those two girls said to me again, just like, reinforcing it in a sense. And I'm like, yeah, I know. The other two told me. So, that was the aftermath. What is the takeaway from this? I fucked up. That's the takeaway. I fucked up. That's the takeaway. Okay, listen. This was a stupid-ass fucking plan. Listen, with me, I either go big or I go home. I either do something and go fucking ballin' out, like fucking Chinese New Year fireworks behind me, a fucking mariachi band. No, mariachi band behind me, fucking flower petals flying in the air. I got a bunch of flower girls just like dropping petals and shit, you know, doves flying in the fucking sky, that sort of deal. Or I just don't do it at all. So it's that simple. I definitely do understand all of her points, all of her things that she felt. I do understand that. I do get that. I fully understand that. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm some fucking egotistical dumbass. That's like, oh, I don't know why she was pressured. You know, like I don't see that. I don't see that. No, that's not fucking me, dude. I'm not some fucking dumbass over here thinking I'm some elitist. That it just doesn't make sense. You know how she was pressured into it. No, it fully makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I am in the wrong here. You know. Their reasoning for surprise, because I did make the counter argument that it's like, oh, it's like a surprise birthday party, bro. You're not supposed to know what's happening. But their counter argument to that claim was, well, I mean, do you talk to her? Which is a massive fucking point. And they're completely right about it. I don't fucking talk to her. I don't have any contact with her whatsoever, which fully validates the fact that the whole surprise thing might have not been a good idea, you know, might have not been a good idea. No, it definitely wasn't a good idea. You know? I'm a dumbass. I didn't learn from the past. Didn't learn from other things. You know, I got my boy fucking Mark being like, dude, if you want to make something work, you gotta like get to know the person beforehand. Can't just like do shit randomly, you know, because more of this is just gonna come up. And what, you're gonna feel down, you're gonna feel bad, you're gonna feel sad, you're gonna feel mad at the person, all of this stuff. No. Coming through this with a clear head, I am a fucking idiot. Simple as that. I fully fucked up. I will take 100% responsibility. Her saying yeah in the moment and then going back on it later makes sense. She felt pressure. It makes perfect fucking sense. I don't know why I'm repeating this shit, but when you repeat something, you reinforce it. And so I am reinforcing the fact that I made a stupid ass fucking choice. Listen, if her boyfriend's listening to this, hey, dude, what's up? I don't want any beef with you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you at all. I don't feel like fighting you. I don't want to fight anyone. That's stupid. Listen, like, I'll back off. I'll back off, bro. Like, listen, I'm not gonna fight you for this shit. You are 100% in the right. I am 100% in the wrong. It would be the stupidest fight in the world for not only you to take, but for also me to take. It's just stupid. Nobody wins. Nobody wins in the scenario. You have already won. There is no need to escalate the situation anymore. I apologize to you. Also, Carly, I apologize to you. I'm very sorry, you know, for putting you in the heat of the moment out of fucking nowhere. And, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I fully understand it. It makes sense. I get it. And I do apologize for it. You know, I get it. I understand it. And, you know, it's just another fucking dumbass move by me. You know? Again, like, I go back on words that I say in the past. I do shit that I'm not supposed to. It's like, bro, you didn't learn from the past. History repeats itself. If you don't learn from it, it's gonna happen again. And guess what? It happened again. Whoa, isn't that crazy? I know, right? Crazy. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you all for listening to my dumbass speak for the last 10 minutes. And, yeah, that's basically it.